What up, Dokkanners? Finally tonight, or basically tomorrow, finally, we are able to jump into the collection of epic battles. I gotta say, these last couple of days have just felt like an eternity. I tried to bait you guys with a questionable title on one of my videos. I did a video with the chat GPT. I mean, like, Dokkan has just been, whew. Thankfully, we're back. So coming up tonight, if you live in the Pacific, everywhere else in the world, basically tomorrow, we are going to be starting the collection of epic battles. Now, the news that we received, ironically, is for the explosive chain battle, which is also coming, but this is dropping a full day after the collection of epic battles drops. But still, they announced this, so if you guys have not already done so, prepare for this one. I've already talked about this on multiple videos, so I'm not going to go over it again in terms of like the graphic and whatnot, but I will do a video once the chain battle comes out, so don't worry about that. I will say, like I said before, in terms of preparation, there's a lot of easy things to do on this one in terms of like the free-to-play side. A lot of the upkeep and the support lines can all be established using free-to-play means, so this is going to be a very achievable setup for a lot of people, which ultimately means the scores are probably going to be a little bit higher. They're going to be skewing higher than general. So if you guys are planning on kind of taking it easy on this one, just remember that because the optimal support lines are going to probably be a little bit more accessible this time around in terms of the super attack farming, you might need to be at the top of your game. So hopefully you guys watch my video when I do that chain battle run. But let's talk about collection of epic battles. Now, in terms of how this scales to like the other events, let me know in the comments where you guys would kind of rate this. Like, if we were to say Red Zone and Cell Max are S tier, right? Oops. And then we'll say, like, I don't know, what's the baseline? The baseline would be like Boss Rush, but I mean, that's just so fine. Boss Rush is the baseline, so that's like an F tier. So if Red Zone and Cell Max are S tier, Boss Rush is F tier, then where would you rank collection of epic battles? I feel like it's somewhere like in the C or B range. It's like above Super Battle Road, but it's below Extreme Super Battle Road. I don't know. It's one of those things that sort of like shares properties with like other events. It's got a little bit of the legendary Saiyan event in there. It's got a little bit of the collection of epic battles in there. I feel like those two are kind of like middle of the pack events. Maybe the legendary Saiyan event might be a little bit higher, so like B plus. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, for this event, we're basically going into the next saga, which is the Android Cell Saga. So we have to clear the heroes of the Android Cell Saga and the villains of the Android Cell Saga. This is important to do because not only can you earn a bunch of stones, over 40 stones actually, but what's more important is you can also get some very nice support memories. These two support memories are permanent stat boosts to the Android Cell Saga category. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. So since this is the Android Cell Saga set, we are getting the good guys and bad guys of it. So 15% stat boost for the entire fight for Android Cell Saga villains and Android Cell Saga heroes. If you guys did get the EZAs for the LR Gohan and Cell, this sort of a thing would be nice because those units are really good. And so if you can make them even stronger, well, absolutely you should. So what we're going to be doing here is taking a look at the event and then going over some teams you can run for this event. As you guys should know by now, I like to challenge myself on these types of events by doing all missions at the same time. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you, it is going to be impossible to do on this one, on this set. So we'll go over that right now. Let's start with the stage 3 here. Stage 3 is against the heroes of the Android Cell Saga, so it's all the good guys. I would also say that the setups are a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit more complex. Everybody in the previous ones were just kind of immune to everything. They didn't really do anything to you until the end where the Frieza could lock you. Starting from the jump, though, from the second round, Piccolo and Tien will both be able to do something. So Piccolo heals, Tien stuns, and then Hercule seals and dodges. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Wonder how much his dodges. And then Gohan will stun you. And then what's going on the extreme side? You can't. Okay, so you got to be mindful about the super attack because if you attack 19 Giro, they can nullify and heal from it. And then, I mean, Cell just heals over and over and over. So you got some regen going on against the Cell. He can lock you in the second form, and then he can lock you and stun you and heal in the final form. Oof. All right, so the stage 4 is going to be fun. So yeah, a little bit more intense this time around. Hopefully you guys had enough time to prepare your Android Cell Saga teams, but let's go over these now. So the category missions are clear stage 3 with an Android Cell Saga category team, easy. Clear stage 3 with the Target Goku category team, easy. Clear stage 3 with the Androids category team. Now, you don't have to do all these at the same time. I like to do it, and I'm going to try. But whatever you do, make sure you bring extreme units because Generally for these events, you want to be bringing the opposition to that event because you do extra damage, and I think you do less. Yes, bosses greatly reduce the damage dealt by characters of the same class. So don't bring good guys to beat the good guys. It's going to take a whole lot longer and it's going to be more annoying. Bring bad guys to be good guys, and then vice versa. So let's go over what sort of teams we can run for this one. I can tell you right now, there is a solid team that accounts for all 3 categories, and that is this one right here. If we were to do a full match, Android Cell Saga Androids and Target Goku, well, we produce this little subset right here. Of course, I am a veteran Dokkaner who's been playing a ton, so I've got a ton of units. I got a ton of dupes and copies. If you are a new player, you probably don't have this same sort of level of units. Like, for example, I've got the Prime Battle Cell. I've got the TUR Cell, who's got static boosts, and I've got the SSR. I mean, I love Imperfect Cell. So most of you probably don't have that. You're probably not even going to run them anyway. But yeah, just be mindful that if you can't run this team exactly as is, don't worry about it. Just run these categories separately. It's just an event that, I mean, look, if you run all the categories at once, you finish all the missions at once, you're done in one go. So if anything, this will allow you to gain a little bit more experience and a little bit more content out of the event. So for me, I'm going to run all 3, but if you guys want to do them separately, feel free. So yeah, it's going to be a full Dokkan Festival Cell led team, 200%. That's my squad. But if you need to, just do mix and match. Like, you can do Android Cell Saga and Androids together. You could remove Target Goku altogether and just see what you get. Whatever you get, put that together. Our parameters have now broadened a little bit, so we've got 75 instead of 44. If you want to do like Android Cell Saga Target Goku, that might be a little bit tougher. It's about the same, 49. So yeah, go nuts with it. See how you do. So that is the extreme team that I'm going to be running for this event. Now for the super side, this one's going to be a little bit tougher in terms of doing the Toon challenge of it all. Clear stage 4 with an Android Cell Saga category team. Okay. Clear stage 4 with a Mastered Evolution category team, and clear stage 4 with an Entrusted Will category team. This is the problem. If you were to do a cross match or a full match with all of these, let's see what happens. So let's go back here. It's not pretty. So if we were to do that, we want to do Android Cell Saga. What is it? Mastered Evolution, which is the blue, right? Yep. And then Entrusted Will is this weird one down here. Full match, super, right? Look at that. That's not good. So the good news is the Gohan can do it and the Super Trunkses can do it, but then you're kind of in trouble. So in terms of me doing this, realistically, it's not going to work out, because even if I were to use my many dupes, who are also, like, most of them are max links, which is great, I don't really have a good lead, as Gohan only leads Kamehameha. So these guys are all useless. So basically, this is impossible, which does bum me out. So I am going to have to split this one up a little bit, which is kind of what we were doing before. So instead of doing Entrusted Will in this bunch, I'm going to take Entrusted Will out and broaden the parameters to Mastered Evolution and Android Cell Saga, which looks a lot more promising. If that's not enough, well, then I would just mix and match. So take out Mastered Evolution, put back in Entrusted Will. Can we get something good here? And we got a little bit of stuff. And this is my team. So my team is comprised of Android Cell Saga and Entrusted Will, I believe. Yeah. So we've got the STR Goku Gohan. We got the AGL Gohan. We got the Trunks in there. So I'm going to be getting all but one of the missions done in one go. And then I will go back in and take care of Mastered Evolution. And then at that point, I mean, I could just use anybody. So let's just see. What would my Mastered Evolution team even be? I'll probably just make it like all Vegetas or something. I don't know. I'll just have fun with it. Yeah, there's a lot of potential. I mean, ooh, this will be nice. Actually, let's take a look at the roster. Who's the final, the perfect cell? What type is he? Final type is Int. Okay, so yeah, if you can bring some physicals, that'll be good. You don't have an STR unit to deal with after the second form cell. So that's actually really good. You're poised for a really good finish if you bring a bunch of physical units, because your only real competition is going to be this dude right here. So yeah, I'm looking at a pretty stacked finish on the stage 4 Looming Terror collection of epic battles. But anyway, 42 Dragon Stones, I'll take it. You know, 42 Dragon Stones day 1, and then 20 Dragon Stones day 2. Over 60 Dragon Stones that are going to be obtained within 2 days. That's pretty good. And then by the time we're done with these 2 events, or maybe like around, maybe just during this, we're going to get some sort of an announcement for Saiyan Day in that Dokkan Now presentation. It is now effectively the middle of March, so we're just pretty much waiting. Any moment now, they could drop some news on a global Dokkan tweet, or a video on YouTube, whatever it is, I will let you guys know the second we find out. But in the meantime, you got over 60 Dragon Stones to deal with. So get cracking. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, are you surprised that I was able to ramble as long as I did to make this video over 8 minutes long? I know some of y'all comment on these videos sometimes. I learned from the best. Moist Critical turned a 30-second clip into an 8-minute video.
What can I say? I'm just like him.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the 2 events coming up. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's about it. See ya.